Hi everyone, and welcome to your fairy energy reading. We are going to be working today with the fairy energy to bring forth messages of where will you be in 6 months? What messages would they have for you 6 months from now? Okay, so we have 3 piles as usual. Pile 1, this card or the Mookaite Jasper heart. Pile 2 is this card or the purple fluorite heart, and pile 3 is this card and the gray agate. So those are your choices. The pile or crystal or card that calls to you is the one you should go with. Use your intuition, and I will see you in your pile. Hi to everyone who chose pile 1, this card or this Mookaite Jasper heart. This is your pick a card reading, fairy energy. What messages would they have for you 6 months from now? Where will you be 6 months from now? Okay, we're going to have an overall energy. We're going to do live tarot as usual. So let's get right into it for you. Overall energy is vulnerability. Okay. Awakening, night light, shine from within, fairy voyage, and strength. Okay, pile 1. So what's happening? Where will you be 6 months from now? What messages do the fairies have regarding you in 6 months from now? All right, pile 1, this is what they're saying. You have in the past been suffering from, I'm going to say suffering because you know what? It's not light. It's heavy on a person. Not wanting to show your vulnerability, not wanting to have anyone for any moment or one moment think that you're weak or whatever. And I think that has brought up fear in you to show your vulnerable side. And whether this is a spiritual awakening for you or if you're just coming to terms with the fact and awakening up to the fact that no, vulnerability isn't a weakness. It's just showing my emotion. It's okay to show my emotion. It doesn't matter what other people think. I feel like this is something you've been working on for yourself. If not, you're going to start working on it now because you're getting this lovely message, okay? And 6 months from now, you are going to no longer be in fear of showing your vulnerability. But let's see what it's about. So when we look at this awakening card, it's like the hangman, right? It's changed the way you're looking at the situation, embrace your uniqueness, a temporary pause in the action. And what jumps out to me the most there is embrace your uniqueness, okay? And not be afraid to let your true self show. And to speak about what it is, because I just see a 3 here, right? To speak about what it is that you want to speak about. To put your new ideas, also 3rd house, Gemini, any new ideas out into the world. And here with Nightlight, I believe I've had this card before, and I think it went back to something about dreams. What are your dreams? What is it that you dream about for yourself at night? Do you remember your dreams? There's another thing too, maybe write them down, but what are your dreams and wishes for your life? What is it that you've been holding yourself back due to being afraid or the fear of showing vulnerability or your unique self that you haven't been putting out there? What is it, pile 1? Because they're saying 6 months from now, you are going to be past this. You are going to shine from within. And I want to read this card. It says, looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty. revealing, embracing here your uniqueness, being okay with who it is that you are, with what it is that you look like. Maybe maybe one of your dreams is to go on social media and to be an influencer in some area, but maybe you haven't wanted to be seen. A bit like me not wanting to put my face on. That's just more sheer laziness though. But okay, I shouldn't have said that about myself, but the thought of every day putting on makeup and doing all that stuff, it's not me. So I have a hard time with it. Maybe one day I'll come on camera. I don't know. But for right now, no, I'm not doing it. So maybe that's the same with you. You know, I said that for a reason. Normally, I don't like to share too much about myself, but it seems like lately I've been sharing an awful lot because they're using me for examples, because I've had these life experiences, and that's the whole point of this, to share them with people so they can see themselves differently, right? From a different perspective. So it changes their perception of their situation. So maybe 6 months from now, you're going to find yourself on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever it may be, whatever platform it is that you use, okay? Or many of them. But you're going to let your inner light shine out, your own unique self. You're going to be bringing your dreams to reality. And here it says, as a child of power, you can bring joy and purpose to the world. Fairy voyage. Okay, I was thinking it was going to say something more along the lines of, travel, which it could be for some of you too. You could find yourself traveling and spreading whatever word it is that you want to spread. But I almost feel it's more like you're going to be able to reach the world somehow on social media, because that seems to be the way of the world right now. And they're agreeing with that as well. Okay. And here, strength is born from the will of the heart. We've got power. We've got strength. Being able to show your vulnerability is courage. All of this is going to be 6 months from now. I don't think you're going to recognize yourself, pile one. You are not going to be that shy person and just like both of these are, and she's even sleeping too, like kind of in her dreams, right? And she's curled up, but they're both kind of showing me, kind of going into maybe a bit of that fetal position and having that fear of stepping out and letting your unique light shine. Okay, you're not going to recognize yourself. That's what I want to say, pile one, 6 months from now. The amount of power, courage, and strength that's going to be exuding from you is going to be amazing. Like I said, I don't think you're going to recognize yourself. I don't think maybe even your friends and family are going to recognize you. And this can be in any type of situation in your life. I was led to bring social media into it, but this could be at your work, where you volunteer, in your family, with your friends. This can apply to any area of your life, okay? We don't need to box it into one area. It's where it resonates for you. It's where you've been afraid to show vulnerability, and 6 months from now, you are not going to have that fear anymore. So let's go to tarot and see what the tarot have to say. Clarification, confirmation of the cards on the table, additional guidance. Wow, this is really, I just keep hearing over and over again, you are not going to recognize who you are in a good way, in a totally good way. Okay, so let's just get 3 cards here for you, pile one. 4 of Cups. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. I love this because already it's just coming in. And the Hermit. This is confirmation, okay? And clarification of what we've just been talking about. You are no longer, with the Four of Cups here, I want to think of the Four of Cups as you're being offered, the opportunities, and you have not been taking them because of this fear of showing vulnerability. That's not going to be you anymore. Seven of Pentacles. You are now going to be planting the seeds. I think between now and 6 months is you planting your seeds, okay, and nurturing them yourself. And maybe what it is that you're going to do exactly as well. Make a plan, and then you're going to feed it, nurture it, and you're going to watch it grow. And those 7 pentacles are going to turn into 8 with hard work, into 9 where you're going to feel this sense of independence and holy crap, I can do this and I can do this on my own, into the 10 of Pentacles, which is abundance and success. So I feel like this is a starting stage for you. If you're just starting it now or you've been thinking about starting it, just know that you have fairy energy here, okay? Fairies, just like angels, are there to help you and guide you. They will give you strength and courage and power and ideas and creativity and help you to stay grounded in yourself while doing it. And here I just find it's so synchronistic, we'll say, that this Hermit card came out with the shine from within, because for me, the Hermit card, most of the time, is about someone going away into solitude to find their inner light, to find what it is that feeds them, that lights them up, that nourishes them. So let's get a couple of more oracles here, and then we will tie this up. Usually I say short and sweet, and then I keep on talking, and it turns into forever. But really, pile one, this is just a very, you know what? I would like to claim pile one myself. Like, where am I going to see myself 6 months from now? I would like to think that, maybe we'll see myself on camera. I don't know, okay? It's never say never. Okay. The Green Man. Embrace your wildness. I love it. Okay. Do not be afraid to step out. Okay. Do not be afraid to be that unique person. Maybe there's an inner wild child in you that you have been kind of pushing away all these years. Maybe now it's time to let it out, right? Okay, let's get one more before we're done here. Okay. Medicine. Veggies and fruit from yellow to blue, like medicine, they're good for you. Maybe going within here and taking on this hermit energy to figure out exactly what it is, right? Like to make the plan for planting your seeds. But taking this little bit of time to go within is going to be medicine for you. I also think that they just brought my attention back down to strength is born from the will of the heart. Strength. What is it that your heart, your soul desires, right? Because that's where strength is born from, according to this lovely fairy card right here. And I have to agree with that. So that could be medicine for you. Finding that strength, the power, and the courage to make this happen. And you're going to. You're going to, because this is where they're seeing you 6 months from now, is all of this will be in the past because you have made it happen. Okay, that is your message, pile one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please, for the A word, throw me a like, share. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow and get YouTube to push my videos out. The more views, the more interaction with comments and likes. helps that, please do. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2, this card or this purple fluorite heart. This is your fairy energy reading. This is bringing in the energy of the fairies, and we're going to find out, where will you be 6 months from now? If they were to see you 6 months from now, what would their message be? It could go either way for you. We're going to do live tarot at the end. We're going to do an overall energy, and we're going to read the cards. So let's get started. Overall energy, acceptance of love. Oh, well, and look at that. If there isn't a tree, man, and woman there, or fairies. Okay. All right. I like that. Okay, let's see what else we have. Princess of Spring or Page of Wands, I do believe, but this is a princess, a fairy princess. Air element, find balance, evening dreams, and meditation. So 6 months from now, where do we see yourself? Just give me one moment. Let me just take this all in. The first card I'm popping to right away, or going to, is Find Balance. Okay. I feel for some of you in pile 2, I think there could be a couple of different messages here, all ending up in the same place, but maybe a couple of different, we'll call them scenarios, all right? For some of you, I feel like it is a love-work balance, all right? Meaning, for some of you, you have been pushing off for a while now, maybe even years for some of you watching, and not allowing love to come into your life because you've been too focused on the work. You've been too focused on your career. And what this message is saying, 6 months from now, that's going to change for you. You are going to realize that you need to find the balance of that in your life. For others, I'm hearing it could be that you have lost someone in your life, maybe a life partner, and I'm very sorry for that. In whatever way it may have been, but you now find yourself without them. And you're maybe right at this moment still debating on whether or not you're ready to go out and look for love, look for companionship, look for someone to spend time with, to bring someone new into your life. I believe, again, this is the message. If this is something you've been thinking about, but you could be feeling guilt over it, you could just, maybe you're still healing and you're not quite ready. Just know 6 months from now, you will be, okay? Maybe this is to let you know that 6 months from now, you will have found someone. It's something that I believe they're bringing to you, the fairies. This energy is bringing in from God's source universe that it's time, okay? It's time. Optimistic and enthusiastic, energetic, creative, all pop out to me there, okay? I'll read the card too, but those are the words that are just coming out, right? Like it's time. And maybe, let me just go back with optimistic. It just came in. And maybe for some of you, you have been looking for a while. You have been single and you want to find the balance in your life of that partner in love, someone to spend your time and energy and creativity with, you know, again, whether it's romantic or just, you know, a very strong bond of friendship or a companion, however you want to, whatever you want to call it. I think this is saying 6 months from now, you're going to see yourself with someone. or just finding that person to move forward with. And what I want to say here, actually, I want to read the balance card too. Oops, I didn't read that one, so we'll go back to that. Find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I don't know so much about the power nap, but maybe that's a message for some of you. I do say in my readings as well that you can look at these cards individually as well. I like to read them as a, as a whole for you, but maybe for some of you, you're just going to find that you're more rested and have more time for play 6 months from now. But for the majority of you, I feel this is centered around relationship of some sort, okay? And they want you to find the balance, because right now you're not, whether it's between, like I said, love and work, there's no balance there. If you're on your own because you're no longer with your lifetime partner, or who you thought maybe was going to be with you for your lifetime here on earth. And so that has thrown your life out of balance, okay, emotionally. And maybe you're someone, like I said, who's single, who's looking to balance out that scale by bringing in someone, okay? And with meditation, and even take a power nap, okay? Maybe we can tie that in, because with meditation will bring you clarity of mind and a sense of inner peace. So that literally could mean meditate, and through meditation, you're going to plant the seeds to manifest this person, and absolutely do this. For some of you, it could mean meditate in the sense of go within to figure out exactly who it is that you want to bring into your life. Okay, this is an important decision. So what characteristics do you want them to have? What type of personality do you want them to have? Who do you want this person to be, and what role will they play? Okay? And here it says it's time to go after your dreams. Do something that expands your horizons. Let your creativity take flight. That could literally be something about creativity for you and doing something you love, okay, for some of you. But I also think something that expands your horizons. If you expand your heart chakra, okay, it will expand your horizons, because you will be in a different place energetically. And here with evening dreams, I think it ties back into go after your dreams. All right. It says you possess the power to do much when you work in truth. So it's going in and finding not a person, but the person, and then manifesting that person in. Or at least if you decide, for example, to go on dating sites, going on it with purpose and focus, with clear mind and clarity of who it is you're looking for. I want to say so that you don't have to date a bunch of frogs. Although isn't it the frog that turns into the prince? But you know what I mean. I'm horrible with sayings. And with air element, air is swords, right? It's mental clarity. It's thought. It also is communication. So it's putting it out there, speaking out into the universe, however it is that you plant your seeds and work on manifesting something into your life. For some of you, it may be by speaking it, by telling people, look, this is what I'm looking for. This is the type of person that I want to bring into my life. And you put it out into the universe. Or you could do it through meditation where you're not saying any words at all. But 6 months from now, pile 2, that's where I feel you are going to be. That is the energy that they have brought in here, and the cards that have been laid out, that you are going to, whether you start working on it now or it starts happening 6 months from now. But if we were to skip ahead 6 months and give you a reading, this is what I would be telling you. It's time for balance. It's time to find love, companionship, partnership. Okay. And again, this can be in any area of your life. It does not have to be romantic. I feel for a lot of you, it is. It could just be friendship, companionship. It could even be partnership at work. Okay. To help you balance out your workload. Really, you take this and you let it manifest, or sorry, you let it resonate however it makes sense to you in your situation. So let's get some tarot and see if there's clarification, confirmation of what we've been talking about, or further guidance, okay? Oh, okay, that's just way too many, but one did fall out back here. Oh, no, too many back there too. That just was not, that was not them, that was me. We can't read half a deck. Okay, so we're just looking for like 3 cards. Let's do it this way then. Queen of Cups. Queen of Pentacles. All right, here's some divine feminine energy coming out. And it doesn't matter what your gender is. It does not matter because it's divine feminine energy. We should be balanced with both. Okay, and Knave of Wands, which, oh, I believe is the page, possibly. Okay, so here's what they're telling. This is advice, okay? To me, when those cards were coming out, I was like, okay, this is advice, all right? Queen of Cups. Looking a little sultry too, she is. So I'm just going to say maybe you're going to step up your game when it comes to maybe you're going to have a makeover, okay? Maybe you're going to have a makeover for yourself because this isn't frumpy. This fairy is not frumpy, okay? And she's a mermaid fairy too. But anyhow, you get my idea. Queen of Cups. You know, like think of being in flow, right? Being open, being caring, being nurturing to yourself, maybe to get yourself ready for this, or when you get into the relationships, those are the attributes that you're going to bring in. But up until that point, it's really just a lot of self-care and self-love that you need to bring to yourself. Queen of Pentacles. I always, right away, first thing I want to say is staying grounded, okay? Staying grounded, being patient, because we know that's earth energy, grounded, patience. Just, like, I want to say the Queen of Pentacles is, I think she's hardworking, just like the King of Pentacles, all right? So knowing that you may have to put a little work into this. Maybe it's going to be on the transformation. I don't know. But maybe there's going to be a little work that you have to put into this and being okay with that, all right? Oh, another thing I learned too about the Queen of Pentacles, this could represent that you're a working parent. So, you know, maybe it's time for you to bring in more adult companionship into your life, all right? That might be a message for 1 or 2 people specifically, but just being grounded, knowing what it is, again, that you want. That's the thing about Pentacles, very focused, very grounded, being able to analyze a situation, okay? And I think it works well with the air energy here of this clear thinking and clarity. I do believe, or in my opinion, it does. And then we have, if I want to say it is the Page of Wands, even if it's the Knight, it doesn't matter. That is just kind of a youthful, passionate, can do, like wants to go after it type of energy. I'm going to say, like, you know, being inspired to make this happen for yourself would maybe be one way of saying it. And I think somewhere I had said something about, what was it? Going with the flow. Maybe it was with Queen of Cups. And here, I want to say too, even with the, like, we'll say if it's Page of Wands, right? Being a free spirit, which to me is going with the flow. But don't be afraid if you are bringing the energy and the passion into this, right? Be adventurous. Maybe you're going to have to start being a little more adventurous for this to happen. But anyway, pile 2, that is what I am seeing, hear, feeling, have heard, have read from these cards and from Spirit, what the fairies, if they were going to give you this message 6 months from now, it would be, this is what is happening for you. So I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's get a couple more oracles and then we are done. I'm not doing very well at that. There we go. The silent one. Watch the shifting shadow and be a caretaker of silence. Oh, I like that because it reminds me of this meditation, right? Going in. We're talking about communicating here, yes. But sometimes when we're going into a state of meditation, I'm going to call it, we need to quiet that mind down. That's the whole point, so that we can get the clarity that we need. I also want to say what's popping in here too with watch the shifting shadow is really tapping into your intuition when you maybe are out dating people, if that's what it is you choose to do, okay? Like to go on a site or through friends, if they're setting you up, then to just be aware of who it is that you're going out with. And sometimes just sitting quietly and just taking in everything about that person may be more beneficial to you, ooh, this is specific, than a lot of chatter. That could just be for a few people. But when you're out, maybe remember this message or see if it rings through. There's nothing scary or anything about this. I'm not picking that up at all. It's just be discerning, I'm going to say, to make sure that it is the right person for you. And I talked a bit about that earlier on, right? Like, what do you want? Not settling there. That's where we're going with that. Not settling. Okay. All right. Excellent. Here we have family. Wherever you go, whatever you do, your family is here for you. Now, that could literally mean your physical family, okay, that you've been born into, that's around you, that loves you. But I also want to say that it is your spiritual family. It is the fairies, just like angels, just like other spirit guides. They are here to help us, to lead us, to help to bring these wonderful things, these wishes into our lives, okay? So call upon that energy. If you're looking for someone youthful and playful like a page or knight of wands, then by all means, call on the fairies to bring that into you. They're part of your family too. Your entire spirit family really is. They're just not here with you physically, okay? But they're there with you in spirit, and you can sometimes feel them or even hear them in the physical. So just pay attention to that. Just to know that they're here with you. I think that's the message that needs to come out. So that is it for you, pile 2. I hope that you enjoyed it. For the A, please throw me a like, a share, a subscribe. It helps with any interaction with my content here, helps to grow my channel, which also shows the algorithm that YouTube should push my videos out, because I want people to get these messages. I think they're important. I didn't mention it in pile 1, but I'll say it here. This is what I do as my part of my North Node. I just started saying this on videos recently. I have my business where I do mediumship and where I do tarot card readings for clients, and I do astrology readings as an astrologer for clients. This is what I do to give back, because it is important for me in my North Node, my life's purpose, to help raise consciousness, to help raise awareness for the collective. And if it's one person at a time that gets these messages, then so be it. But I would really love it, and so would my spirit team, if we could get it out to as many people as possible that need to hear the message, okay? So sharing it with someone who you think might need to hear this, that you know, maybe you've been kind of coaching them or urging them at this point in their life that it's time to get back out there again, or it's time to stop having all the focus on work and career. Or maybe it's your friend who hasn't had a lot of luck, we'll call it, when it comes to love or companionship. Put this out here, because send it to them. Because if you know someone and your instinct is yes, they need to hear this, that means they were meant to, because 6 months from now, everything's going to turn around. Okay? Thank you, pile 2. Hi to those of you who chose pile 3, this card, or this gray agate heart. This is your fairy energy reading, and we are going to be talking about where you will be 6 months from now, or if you were able to skip ahead in time and get this message 6 months from now, what would it be for you? Okay, where might you find yourself? So we're going to do overall energy. We're going to do live tarot, and let's get started. Infinite blessings. Well, I like the sound of that so far. Okay. Trillium. Oh, I like this. Oh, these ones are mixed up a little bit. I like them to all be in the same way for each pile in the same order. Guardian Angel of the World. Prince of Autumn. Lost and Found. And Enlightenment. All right, let's just take a quick moment here to, let's see. Okay, first place I went was right over here to Lost and Found. This card seems, this deck, or for whatever reason in all 3 piles, seems to be where I go to. So Lost and Found. Infinite blessings. What I'm hearing, pile 3, for you is 6 months from now, where you're going to see yourself, find yourself, what difference you will find in your life compared to what it is now is, well, one, you could go through a spiritual awakening or enlightenment. Okay, so that could be for some of you, all right, because it's right here. Enlightenment will unearth your higher consciousness, okay? For some of you, that may not be the case. It just could be that you're coming with this lost and found, that I almost feel like you're not even aware right now in your life, for whatever reason, of all the infinite blessings that are around you, that the universe, God, source, your spirit team is the fairies are part of that spirit team, okay? They're just like angels, that they're throwing out for you and in front of you and on you and beside you and under you, and you're not seeing it. For whatever reason, I don't feel that you are aware that they're even there. I want to read the Lost and Found card. What was once lost is about to be found, thanks to the Lost and Found fairy. And that is true. Seriously, ask your fairies to help you. I don't know if you've ever seen Sonia Choquette's. She has like this little, it's like a commercial. I don't know where I saw it, on YouTube, on her channel or something. And I believe it is an angel. But still, like, she's misplacing everything and he's just running right behind her, beside her, picking it up. And it's really cute anyway. So that's what, it just reminded me of that. So don't be afraid to call upon fairies, or in the case of angels, to help you find things that are lost. Sometimes she can help us find things we never even realized were lost. See into me. See how this cup is spilled over, has spilled over. Okay, to me that's saying, it's almost like you've been emotionally detached from something, from yourself maybe even, I don't know, from something in your life. But the good news is is it 6 months from now, that isn't going to be the case. I believe you are going to tune back in. Because when you're not emotionally balanced, okay, you're not seeing the blessings and the good that's around you. All right. And I almost just feel too with this trillium here, with this, I don't know, just the way she's sitting there. It's like she's sitting there contemplating everything, really. Like, I know I need to change. I know something needs to change, maybe the better way to put it. I know there's something in my life that needs to change, but I'm not sure what it is. I don't even know where to begin to find it, right? That's what when I'm just looking at her. I'm not feeling sadness. I think it is just a sense of loss of direction, maybe even, you could say. I want to see what this card is as well. Guardian Angel of the New World. Allow yourself to grow with your angel's protective light shining all around you. And we have protective here. And he looks like a warrior fairy, right? The Prince of Autumn, or what would be the Knight of Pentacles. Cautious but wise action, meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. But up here we have dependable, protective, chivalrous, humorous. So I feel like this is the chivalry, the humor, right? Being dependable. I think all of these things are within you. That's how I'm hearing it. It's like that is you. But I don't feel like maybe it's what people are seeing of you right now, or even what you're seeing in yourself. But 6 months from now, it will be. And maybe this message, you came to pile 3 because you needed to hear this, because you know that it's time to, oh, look at this card here. Find the light. It kind of reminds me of the Hermit card, right? Although it looks like, I don't know if those are fireflies. Yeah, they must be fireflies. Or like, yeah, they must be. But it's like, you know, when you put a firefly in a jar and it lights up and you can actually use it as a little lantern, right? That, yeah. I feel like you need to really spend some time, like the Hermit. I'm going to say like the Hermit card, going within and finding that light within yourself and bringing it out. Because right now I feel like like you're hiding it away. And because of that, all of these wonderful things about you aren't shining through. You're not being your authentic self. You're hiding it away. And when that happens, you also can't see all of the blessings around you, or all of the good around you even. You just don't see it. You know it's there. You know that, not that you know it's there, you know there's something better for you. You just can't quite put your finger on it. But you know that change needs to happen. And I'm going to say for you, pile 3, change is going to happen. Okay? You need to start paying attention to the details. You need to get yourself back into emotional balance. Bring your inner light out. And this even talks about your angels will protect you. If this is, maybe we talked about vulnerability in pile 1. You may want to watch that message. It could relate to you in some way. Maybe not. Just the vulnerability part of it might. Because that's a little bit of fear, right? Or being self-conscious, worried about what other people think, whatever it could be for you in your situation. Anyhow, I feel like that is the main message. But what I want to say is 6 months from now, you're not going to be in the same place. You are going to be in a place where you are bringing back all of these, you know, dependability, chivalry, being humorous. You're going to be able to shine your light out. You're going to find that emotional balance. You're not going to be sitting there looking anymore. And all of a sudden, you're going to be able to see all of the gifts that are coming in around you from the universe, from God, from Source, from your spirit guide team. There will be a little bit of hard work here, I feel, for you, pile 3. Sorry, I don't feel this is, I'm kind of feeling a little like a Debbie Downer. I don't think so. Not at all. I think it's just a more serious message where you may be in just a place where you're feeling a little lost right at the moment. But 6 months from now, that's all going to change for you. And if you ask for the help, if you ask them to help, if you ask them to be found, right? If you ask them to find you and to bring you out into the world with your light, they will protect you and they will help move you through it. And you'll start to see the blessings pour in, whether it be through family, friends, your job, work, socially, whatever it is. You will, bit by bit, I feel like it's all going to come back to you. Okay, and maybe this is something that you've already started working on. Maybe this is something that you need to start working on. Maybe you need to go to someone to get some help, maybe professionally to help you through this. Yeah. But let's see what the tarot has to say. Further confirmation, clarification, or advice. What do we have here? What other energy is coming through from our beautiful fairies? Ace of Swords. Okay. See, right already it's turning around here. Pile 3. Okay. Temperance. Yes. Okay. And let's get one more. Queen of Swords. All right. With Ace of Swords, I feel like this is your breakthrough, okay? This is your new beginning. This is, well, with Queen of Swords here, I'm going to say mental clarity is going to come back for you, where maybe things were feeling a little foggy or a little distant, like I said, it's like she's sitting there and just can't quite put her finger on it. It's like, you know, there's something that's better, but you just aren't sure how to get there, what to do. I feel like this is a breakthrough moment for you that's going to lead you to a much better place 6 months from now, because aces are new beginnings and it's swords. So therefore it's with mental, I want to say mental clarity. Queen of Swords. Mental clarity, okay? She is clear thinking. She's independent. She has clear boundaries, all right? No judgment, or unbiased judgment, you could say, all right? So she does have judgment. It's just unbiased. And with temperance, you're going to find that balance back in your life again. That's what I want to say for you, pile 3. That's where you're going to find yourself. It's going to be a much better place than I feel where you are right now, where there's going to be clarity and clear thinking and having a path. You're going to be found is what I want to say. And the blessings are going to pour into you. All right, let's get a couple of other oracles before we sign off here. I love this message for you, pile 3. Whoever needed to hear this, just things are going to get better, okay? They are. Ask for help. Like I said, to whoever it is that you go to, God, Source, Universe, whoever you pray to, okay, for your source of power. Maybe you go straight to your spirit guide team, and that encompasses whoever you want to be in it, of love, light, highest vibration. The witch hair. I have to put this down here. What does it say? Cross the threshold, leap the hedge, go over the wall. Oh my heavens, you guys, right? It's a breakthrough. It's a new beginning. I love it. Okay, I don't need to say anything else about that card. Let's go to the next. Let's go to, well, actually the last one we have here. Okay. Is there any, here we go. That one just flew out. Music. Fairies dance in the green hollow. Where the music plays, joy will follow. So maybe for you, pile 3, you are a musician. And maybe you have lost your inspiration and creativity. Okay? Maybe for you, some of you in pile 3, listening to music and listening to the melodies or the lyrics are going to help you work through this. It may bring joy and inspiration. Maybe for some of you, you just need to dance around. I always go back to Grey's Anatomy, when they used to always, I think it was Christina and Meredith, and I think it was the 2 of them. Maybe one other girl was in there too, but they used to just dance it out because that's what they had to do. But either way, this is a breakthrough for you. This is a new beginning. I feel that the situation, or I want to say mentally, or even spiritually, where you are right now is certainly not where you're going to be in 6 months, because it's going to be so much better for you. So if you like this pile 3, please throw me a like, share it with someone. If there's someone that you know maybe that's going through a bit of a hard time and could benefit from this message, then please share it with them. We want these messages to get out to as many people as possible. And if you like my videos, energy readings, I like to use them, as you can see, with themed decks. Or if you look at my playlist, you'll see I tend to go with themed energy readings. It doesn't matter. They're all our spirit guide team, and they all have the messages that come through. Okay, so, or advice or guidance or whatever it is. So, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for being with me, and I appreciate your support.